main donor countries. So if America is the donor, for instance, the loans are tied to American companies. And the result is this. These companies then decide how the money is spent. I'll show you more numbers. In 2012, more than 14% of bilateral aid was tied. In 2017, it was more than 15%. In 2018, it grew to over 19%. Which are the donors that tie aid? Almost all of them. The US tops the list. In 2018, almost 40% of bilateral aid was tied. That's approximately $11 billion. Japan tied over 22% or $4.2 billion. Germany tied almost 15% or $3.1 billion. And South Korea tied more than 48% of its aid. Basically, all these countries promised aid, but instead of giving it to recipient countries, they gave the money to their own companies. So the aid money is first of all furthering their own economic interests. A few years back, this report was released. It said Britain's foreign aid budget had created a group of poverty barons, private players who were filling their pockets in the name of helping disadvantaged people. In fact, the department which was given the task was itself found to be splurging aid money, the Department of International Development, DFID. This was a British government agency for foreign aid. In 2012, an investigation revealed that this agency had spent 20 million euros on five-star hotels, 6 million euros on a university studying mental health, 3.9 million euros on a think tank studying elections in Africa, and 400,000 euros on furniture at its new branch in India. What about aid for development? Only a fragment of that money went to African nations. And why just Britain? Almost every developed nation has such stories. Only a small part of the aid they promise is spent on welfare or development. Most of it is spent on setting up offices and brainstorming on how to offer help. The rest goes to developing nations as grants or concessional loans. Sometimes it is provided in the form of debt relief, which basically leaves the money in the hands of leaders and not people. In 2011, Congo was promised $7.5 billion in financial aid. More than $5 billion from this was never given. This was kept aside as debt relief to be given when needed. Then we have global bodies like the UNICEF, a UN-sponsored charity with a great reputation. Look at their record. Case in point is Zambia. In 2014, UNICEF decided to help Zambia solve a challenge, fixing the country's school curriculum, helping it revise textbooks. How did UNICEF make a difference? It gave 78 motorbikes to Zambia's Ministry of Education. What for? To improve monitoring of educational standards in rural areas. Now, were all these 78 bikes used for the same purpose? Or did they go to friends of ministers for personal use? UNICEF did not appoint someone to check. And this is not a case against UNICEF again. They're doing some good work. We're talking about distribution loss of aid and how international agencies have misplaced priorities. In 2015, aid organization World Vision released this ad, 100,000 reasons to love the Super Bowl, America's biggest sporting event. What were the 100,000 reasons? 100,000 t-shirts of the losing team in Super Bowl. They were manufactured for distribution in case the team won, but it lost. So the unsold merchandise made its way to Zambia, Armenia, and Nicaragua. The organization sold it as a generous gesture, as life-changing aid to children in need. Children, which it said, had never seen something brand new. Each t-shirt cost $20. That's $2 million in all. Wouldn't this money in some other form have helped more? Super Bowl t-shirts worth $2 million were not Zambia's top requirement, but they got them anyway. My point is quite simple. Aid seems to have become a continuation of colonialism. Instead of fighting inequality and eradicating poverty, it has become a lucrative medium for some in the West to expand their business. More than helping the poor, it is driven by political considerations and vested interests. Some countries don't even hesitate in hiding this fact. Like the United States of America, time and again, several U.S. State Department officials have admitted that they consider aid a tool of U.S. foreign policy, a means to advance American economic interests, a means to secure new markets for America, and establish governments that suit Washington's interests.
This is Neil from Niels Han Dynasty. That was a mouthful. Be kind, helpful, grateful. By Silver and Platinum. be frugal and get some extra food when you go to the store, of what you buy anyhow. I wanted to bring you this story to let you know how aid works. It's just like our political system. It's a feel-good thing. Oh, I gave $20 to UNICEF. Yeah, you just bought one of their kids a motorcycle. Oh, I gave $20 to so-and-so. Yeah, well, you just bought someone and made their car payment. You need to watch out who you donate to, and more importantly, you need to be a little more proactive in the government, because these are laws that are passed supposedly by voters and allowed by voters. We are the voters. Yeah, I know we're screwed. I know we've been lied to and cheated, and these machines nowadays vote for us no matter what we push in there. But we gotta make a stand, because when you think you're helping someone, it only makes you feel good. The institutions aren't geared to help. This video is to prove that fact. I've known it for a long time. 99% of Americans don't know this. It's just like giving to, I'm a big animal rights advocate. If you go on my Facebook page and go back about 6 months, for about 12 years or 10 years, all you'll see is basically animal helper stuff, because that's what I'm pretty passionate about, is saving animals, because they don't have a voice. They just get screwed. And when you find out these animal helping places that you donate to, the big national organizations, spend 90% of the money on internal stuff and only donate 10%, and that 10% goes to paying their people to go do something. So basically, the billions of dollars that are given for animal health help, it doesn't go to animals, it goes to the corporations, and it's sick. I'm just glad that I was able to, instead of show my ugly mug and talk and have you think, yeah, this guy's stupid, he's lying, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'd rather have a good-looking Indian woman on TV who gets paid by people and has people backing her coming up with these stories, show you what I know to be fact. So hopefully you will understand that donating money is not as good as you think. It's more, when you donate money, it's to make you feel good. You might as well go buy an ice cream for $5 and stick the other 15 in your pocket, because all you'd have done is given $1 to whomever and $19 to the person who collected it, which is a bunch of bullshit. Anyhow, you guys have a nice weekend. Talk to you later.